you very much to everybody for joining me today to learn more about MSC. If we haven't seen you at the stand, then you can't miss us. Please do come and visit us afterwards. We'll be able to give you more information. In the meantime, I'm going to talk through, you might have not really heard of MSC or know what MSC is all about. So definitely going to be showing you a little video on that, so it's not just me talking through this. But any questions you've got afterwards, as I say, come and visit us at the stand. We can look at options for you, discuss itineraries, etc. as well. So, we were starting with a little video, which doesn't seem to be playing. This is the one. So if you didn't know anything about MSC, you know a little bit more now. And as you will have seen from that, we are actually fairly new within the cruise environment. But we are the fastest growing international cruise line now. MSC stands for Mediterranean Shipping Company. We like to refer to it as more ships coming because we are literally expanding our fleet all the time. So just to give you a quick overview of the different classes that we do have. The oldest class is the Lyrica class that you can see on the right-hand side. Those are the smaller ships, and the great thing about those is that those can get into those destinations that have the smaller ports like Mykonos, etc. So really, really beneficial to us from that point of view. And then our newest ships are MSC Euribia. That one is going to be coming in June of this year. And we have just taken delivery of our MSC Seascape, which is our seaside class, and then our world class of ship, which is World Europa. You may well have seen this ship. This has been out in Qatar. It was chartered by FIFA, and it's been a floating hotel. So that is now operating out in the Middle East. That just gives you a little overview there of the ships. In terms of itineraries, we do operate all around the world, but I think the key kind of sort of areas where we are most present would be Northern Europe. So we do sail out of Southampton. We have 23 unique itineraries out of Southampton, and we do sail all year round now, which is really great news. Dubai and Abu Dhabi, visiting Sir Bani Yas Island. So if you want a bit of Middle Eastern sun and enjoy those Arabian delights, then we have options there as well. Mediterranean, we're the largest cruise line in the Mediterranean. So 14 of our 22 ships will actually be based there for summer this year. So lots of opportunities within the Med if you want to enjoy some Med sun. And then Caribbean and Ocean Key is our private island, which is a marine reserve that we kind of brought back to life. So in terms of, this is Virtuosa, the ship that I mentioned that will be sailing from, is sailing from Southampton. It's an award-winning ship, and it was the first ship to be back on the seas post-pandemic. So it's been sailing out of Southampton since then, April 21. So just a couple of images of what Virtuosa looks like on board. And MSC is actually owned and run by an Italian family. So family is very important. However, there is plenty of opportunity to escape children if that's what you'd prefer. We do have like a number of different children's clubs, and they are kind of quite contained within those areas. So we cover kind of 0 to 17-year-olds and keep them happy as Larry. So as I say, there's plenty of places on the ship which will be nice and peaceful. We have our yacht club, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about shortly, and that's a really lovely exclusive experience in there as well. Moving on to, oops, I've just done what I was not meant to do. Oops, sorry.
I feel like flying. MSC does.
So you'll see from that there's an extensive offering on board, 21 bars, in addition to main dining and our buffet that's open 20 hours of the day. We have 6 specialty dining restaurants, which are absolutely incredible. We have some extremely positive feedback as well. Plenty of options for relaxing with the spa, etc. as well. So in terms of our new ships that I referred to earlier on, so we have Seascape, which you'll see on the top right-hand side there. Well, that's part of our seaside class, and the difference with those ships is that they have a lot more outdoor space. So they are generally built to follow the sun. So you'll find those either in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, etc. So that you can have like al fresco dining, and as I say, plenty of space outside. And then we have Eurybia at the bottom there. That is the sister ship to Virtuosa. That's arriving in June. Obviously looks a bit different from the outside, but at least you'll know which one Eurybia is as she sails around. And she'll be actually sailing from Southampton for winter this year, which is great news. And then World Europa, which again I touched on earlier on. So this is the newest in our world class of ship, and we do have another one of those coming in 2025. But this gives you the last video gives you a great insight into the difference of Europa, and it's extremely modern. It's got a huge offering again, and that is currently out in the Middle East, but will be moving to the Mediterranean for the summer this year. So again, you can experience that closer to home if you don't want to fly out to the Middle East. Okay, so that is it for videos. I know there's quite a lot to see there, but you will have noticed in amongst that there was our Swarovski staircases that are synonymous with MSC ships. I mentioned earlier on about Yacht Club, and really just to give you an idea of kind of what that's all about. It's basically a ship within a ship. So it's all about exclusivity and luxury. You'll be met and escorted onto the ship by your butler. We have 24-hour butler and concierge service, so they'll unpack for you if you want. They'll book any kind of excursions, etc. They're there for you as much or as little as you want them. They're extremely attentive, but not kind of in your face, which is just perfect. And then we have Yacht Club is all suites. It's based in the best location of the ship, so it's at the front of the ship, and it has its own lounge, the topsail lounge, which you might well have picked up in the videos there, and also its own restaurant as well. So you can kind of enjoy your trip within Yacht Club, or you can go outside and make the most of all the facilities in amongst the rest of the ship. But you do get to really experience exclusivity here. It's not adult only, but as you can imagine, there's not you don't have kind of kids running around like you may find at times elsewhere. So it really is a super experience, and it actually is extremely good value for money when you break it down as well. And within we also offer like personalised shopping service experiences, and so just some really lovely like within the suites you get kind of upgraded like facilities, etc. as well. So it really is something to consider if you are looking at MSC. We don't have this on all of our ships, but certainly they're kind of the newest, including the Virtuosa Europa that you've seen already, and all our future ships as well. So a really special experience. It may be that you're celebrating an anniversary or birthday, or you just want to kind of enjoy that time. That Yacht Club is definitely the way forward there. And then last of all, I just want to touch on a program that we offer called, which is our status match program. So if you sail with other cruise lines, you will probably have one of their loyalty cards. So what we will do is we will match that loyalty card. That will entitle you to a minimum of 5% discount on your future cruises with us. If you haven't cruised before, and you haven't got a loyalty card, if you've got a loyalty card of various hotel chains, then we can also match that as well. So you don't miss out if you haven't cruised before. But that's definitely worth keeping in mind. We do have Voyager Club offers that you'll get sent as well. So that really is, in a nutshell, more about MSC. In terms of itineraries, which I think is probably something that people are kind of keen to understand, I think I mentioned earlier, we have about 23 different itineraries just from Southampton. So do come and chat to us about those, and we can kind of look at dates for you and different options. But really, there's an itinerary to suit everybody, from kind of 2 nights, which could be a little, I don't know, if you fancied just a weekend away on a cruise, then we can offer that. Or we have our kind of grand world voyage as well, which is about 121 nights. And everything in between as well. So do come and chat to us, and we look forward to welcoming you on board at some point soon, hopefully. Thank you very much.